Ever pondered over the question, how does a cryptocurrency transaction get verified and added to the blockchain? Well, that's the intriguing journey we're about to embark on today. Firstly, it's crucial to recognize that the blockchain, at its core, is a public ledger of all transactions that have ever happened in a given cryptocurrency. This ledger is maintained by a network of computers or nodes spread across the globe. So, how does a transaction start? It all begins when someone decides to send some cryptocurrency. They create a transaction and sign it with their private cryptographic key. Think of this as the digital equivalent of signing a check. This transaction is then broadcasted to the entire network. Like a message in a bottle tossed into the digital sea, it floats around waiting to be picked up. The nodes on the network, acting like diligent postal workers, pick up this transaction message and verify it. But what does verification involve? Essentially, these nodes check that the sender has enough cryptocurrency to make the transaction and that they haven't attempted to double spend. This is where the magic of cryptography comes into play. The nodes use the sender's public key to check that the transaction was indeed signed by their private key. If everything checks out, the transaction is deemed valid. Once validated, the transaction is placed into a pool of other validated transactions waiting to be added to the blockchain. Before these transactions can be added, a special kind of node called a miner must solve a complex mathematical puzzle. This process is known as mining. When a miner solves this puzzle, they create a new block containing a batch of recent transactions, including the one we've been following. This block is then added to the blockchain and voila, the transaction is officially recorded. But the story doesn't end there. The miner broadcasts the new block to the entire network. Other nodes verify the block, and once they agree it's valid, they add it to their own copy of the blockchain. This process of consensus ensures that all copies of the blockchain are identical and up to date. To sum it all up, the journey of a cryptocurrency transaction takes it from creation through a rigorous verification process, into a pool of transactions, and finally, into the blockchain via a newly minted block. It's a journey that is underpinned by the principles of cryptography and consensus, ensuring that every transaction is transparent, secure, and immutable. And there you have it, the fascinating process of how a cryptocurrency transaction is verified and added to the blockchain. A seemingly complex process, made simple through the power of technology.